That's my proposal. There's no harm in giving it some thought.
I understand, but the Express's voyages are meant to extend the Silver Rail. That won't change.
But the cosmic situation will. The Legion's threat looms over the universe, and no one can avoid it. Isn't that why you started the trailblazing journey? To connect?
When it comes to the Express's course, I can't make any decisions on my own. Madam Jade, your olive branch should be extended to everyone.
Greetings, nameless ones. Deliverer of Amphorius. I'm here to celebrate our victory before the Express makes its warp jump, and lay the groundwork for a long-term partnership. On behalf of the Strategic Investment Department, and in the name of Diamond, I hereby invite all of you to Astropolis to discuss our alliance. Might as well think of it as a gift. A celebration feast for allies. And a well-deserved vacation. It's the crown jewel of Epsilon, headquarters of Interastral Peace Entertainment. It might not quite match Penacony in terms of glitz and glamour, but in the eyes of IPC folks, it's the ultimate vacation spot. Defeating Iron Tomb is, of course, a feat worthy of being recorded in the history books. It's something that belongs to the cosmos, and even more so to the Nameless. But you and I both know this is just the beginning. To eliminate the threat of the destruction, all forces must still unite as one. To this end, the Preservation hopes to join hands with the Erudition and the Hunt to establish an anti-destruction alliance, bringing together all forces that can be rallied to the cause.
I'm glad to see the Astral Express is on the list.
You're being too modest. You're heroes who defeated a Lord Ravager, and therefore the most brilliant emblem on this banner. I believe the Trailblaze would make a strong candidate for leadership.
I'm truly flattered.
Consider our vote as a show of sincerity from the 10 Stonehearts. So, may I have the honor of expecting your presence?
Every stop the Express makes is decided by all passengers together. Madam Jade, please, give us some time.
Of course. Then I shall wait with anticipation.
The IPC's invitation? We've got to think this through carefully. The conductor will respect every Nameless's choice. However, since setting sail again, Pom-Pom's seen many once neutral worlds become IPC territory. Better be careful with Jade's invitation.
Getting to visit the Interastral Peace Entertainment headquarters and become the leaders of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Come on, when has anything that good ever just fallen into someone's lap?
Jade is a shrewd businesswoman. Her idea of a leader might not align with what we have in mind. What do you think?
See, I told you he wouldn't agree either.
This responsibility is too heavy to bear. Even if it makes sense, we must proceed with caution. Besides, it goes against our identity as free people of the Express. Once we accept, the nature of the Trailblaze would completely change. Anyway, we should politely decline for now.
Sunday, what does your gut tell you?
From what I know about Madame Jade, every favor she does is just groundwork to put things in her control. According to her, the IPC sees the Trailblaze as something to rally behind.
What do you think? Your misgivings are valid. The Express has its own path to follow. It's not the right time to be getting involved in political games. The discussion's over, so let's take a vote. I reserve my judgment on this.
I second that.
Me too.
I abstain.
After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that we cannot accept your proposal for the moment.
I don't suppose Mr. Sunday put in a good word for me, did he?
As you can see, the Astral Express has made its choice. But somehow, you don't seem surprised.
Change takes time. I understand. As Miss Himiko said, it's just for the moment. There's no need to give me an immediate answer. Patience is one of my strengths.
After leaving Amphorius, the Express will seek out a developed world to restock our supplies. When that time comes, our allies from the Strategic Investment Department are welcome to visit us aboard the Express.
In that case, I have another proposal. One that might be more familiar to Miss Himiko. I hear the moon of Plain Arcadia is full again. I bet Miss Himiko would love to go home and see it, wouldn't you?
So the moon is full once again. I wonder if all is well over there.
Stable and prosperous as usual. Plain Arcadia has long since become one of the IPC's most valuable planetary assets. Although I cannot visit there in person, if the Express passes through Plain Arcadia, my colleagues will surely give you a grand welcoming ceremony.
That's very thoughtful of you. We'll give it serious consideration.
Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I should get going now. Remember, the gates of Astropolis will always be open to the Astral Express. May the winds be favorable on your trailblazing expedition.
Plain Arcadia? It's been 15 years since I last heard that name.
It's clear she came prepared. Astropolis was probably just a cover. Jade's real objective was to let us know about the IPC's movements in my homeland.
Are you planning to go back and check it out?
Why don't we first explain things to these confused kids? The civilization of plain Arcadia on Ahatopia is my homeland. And it's also where the Astral Express once crashed and set off again. Well, I've been away for so long. To be honest, I'm also not quite sure about this. Dan Heng, March 7th, and you've all grown so much during your time in Amphorius. Each of you has become a truly capable Nameless. So you must understand that Jade was right. The Trailblaze no longer means what it once did for the cosmos. Do we keep wandering through space? Or, as she suggested, do we become a core force against the destruction? We should give this question some serious thought before we depart. Going back to where the Trailblaze began again could be a way to reconnect with our original purpose. More importantly, our last stop was really exhausting, so we need to take a proper break. Ahatopia is an Arcadian world steeped in the elation, making it the perfect vacation spot. So, what do you think? That's my suggestion. Give it some thought. Oh, right. Black Swan wasn't part of our discussion earlier. Would you mind passing the message on to her?
Ahatopia. That's an ancient world, if I remember correctly. Would you like to hear the databank records, or just the rumors I've heard? Ahatopia is located in the constellation Star Zone. It is said that in the distant past, the Eon of Elation, Aha, once stopped here, turning it into a stage for the masked fools and mourning actors, and drawing travelers from many worlds. After the destruction came into being, this place too was driven to the brink by the Legion's onslaught. Many ancient nations vanished, and the entire world sank into a painted world upon canvas. Fortunately, with support from the Interastral Peace Corporation's Worlds Reborn initiative, Plain Arcadia emerged from the planar realm, regained its former vitality, joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade Network, and became one of the IPC's key assets and markets. As of today, an array of local entertainment creations originating from Plain Arcadia has circulated far and wide across the cosmos. This information is pulled from the IPC's open source databank, for reference only. After leaving the Xianzhou, I spent some time with the IPC fleet, where I met a fool from this Arcadia. She told me a legend. Aha the Elation once shed a tear there, and thus bestowed a blessing upon the whole world. Hard to imagine, right? I can't wrap my head around it either. But the fool's tales have always been absurd. Seeing is believing. The best way to understand this peculiar world is to visit it ourselves.
Have you noticed how Himeko gets lost in thought whenever we talk about her homeland? I'm like the Express's gossip queen, but when it comes to Himeko's past, I'm totally in the dark. I even asked Mr. Yang about it, but all he said was, "I don't know anything about this either." So I snuck a peek at the navigation log and found... come on! You're missing the point here. I found an unfamiliar signature in the logs. Something like... Mura? Based on the timeline, it must be someone Himeko knew. But she's never mentioned it. I bet there's some big secret behind all this.
Me? Right now, I'm fine. Just feeling a bit nostalgic. I was just flipping through my first navigation log. Can you believe that was from 140,000 system hours ago? 15 orbital years have passed. I wonder what plain Arcadia looks like now. Just the thought of it makes me curious.
Before Pom Pom knew it, there were more and more passengers on board.
I'll tell you about them another time. For now, let's prepare for the warp jump.
When discussing the Alliance, Madame Jade only mentioned the Strategic Investment Department. Perhaps the Anti-Destruction Alliance is just the 10 Stonehearts one-sided initiative. The IPC is full of competing camps. If I'm not mistaken, all the factions on that list are forces that Diamond is trying to win over. The Strategic Investment Department needs enough leverage to silence their opposition within the IPC. Some olive branch.
I heard you have some ideas about the next stop. Sorry, but I'm afraid my journey with the Express has come to an end. The Memo Keepers have received summons from the Garden of Recollection, so I must return to report. But this journey through Amphorius has given me many unforgettable memories. Your trust, and my small act of rebellion against the Garden of Recollection. Covering up these traces won't be easy, so I need to leave quietly. Fortunately, a cremator has agreed to help me out, and she's waiting for me. Of course not. The time I've spent with all of you is a treasure I couldn't find anywhere else. When you miss me, gently call out to me in your thoughts. If needed, the lady slumbering within March 7th knows how to find me. If I need help from the Nameless, I will reach out to all of you. Please convey my apologies to everyone for not being able to say goodbye in person. Farewell, sleepyhead.
Plain Arcadia. Another land known as an Arcadia. Clearly, the fall of Iron Tomb has sent shockwaves across the universe. Even the usually scattered Memo Keepers have received a call to gather. Trust the lady. She's no stranger to dancing on a knife's edge, and she's always made it out in one piece.
Still thinking about the next stop? Is that so? If she chose to leave on her own, she must have good reasons for doing so. I hope the Garden of Recollection has no way of knowing what happened inside Amphorius.
I wonder what interesting sights await us in plain Arcadia. What? She just left like that? Without even saying goodbye? Oh, I was thinking of throwing her a proper farewell party. Black Swan went against the laws of the Garden of Recollection to help us. I wonder if the Memo Keepers will give her a hard time at this gathering. Yeah, Pathstriders of Remembrance are all really resourceful. I hope her path ahead is smooth.
Without Black Swan, the Express would have never made it to Amphorius, let alone experience this unprecedented adventure.
Let the conductor sound a whistle for her and wish her smooth sailing ahead.
So, what have you all decided?
I'm on board. Let's head to plain Arcadia.
After such a tough battle, we all deserve a good rest.
I have no objections.
Since we're all in agreement, Conductor, prepare for the warp jump.
Attention passengers! The Express is about to make the jump. Please be seated and hold on. Destination, plain Arcadia. Let's go!
I dreamed it again. What a ridiculous dream. Even more over the top than what that guy promised. Looks like the Express has once again taken the wrong route. There's nothing we can do about it. In the River of Time, if cause and effect can be kept apart for long, they're bound to have a terrifying reunion. Am I right, Observer? Watching us from behind countless veils. I've been rambling on since the show just started. You must be totally lost, aren't you? Then just forget all that nonsense I was spouting. Anyway, stop looking here. What you should be focusing on is them.
So we're not just stopping in low orbit this time, but making a direct landing?
According to the comms, the officials have prepared a dedicated platform for the Astral Express to dock.
A whole platform? Just for us? Is this some kind of VIP treatment for coming home. Oh, talk about rolling out the red carpet!
The express has arrived at the station, connecting to local communications.
From what I see, the Astral Express is considered a legend across the cosmos. So, preparing a fitting gift would be more than appropriate. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Pearl, from the IPC Strategic Investment Department. Now, in my capacity as the legal representative and CEO of this Arcadia, I welcome the Express Navigator, Miss Himiko, back home.
Hello, Miss Pearl. This is news to me. I wasn't aware that the Strategic Investment Department had taken over administration of Plain Arcadia.
As its governing official, I am still in the process of learning. If I can help this planet grow more prosperous, it would be a profound honor.
We would be even more honored to have a face-to-face conversation with you.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. While the Express is stationed here, the IPC will reasonably accommodate all your requests, including the one you just mentioned. Pardon my choice of words, but I sincerely hope that you enjoy your time in Plain Arcadia so much you never want to leave.
In that case, I'd like to know about recent events in this world. I heard from Madame Jade that it's once again the time of the full moon.
Indeed. I believe it's also welcoming the Express. After 15 years, now that the Phantasm Moon of Elation is full again, the Phantasm Moon Games will begin as scheduled. The more lively, the better. During these divine games, distinguished guests from across the cosmos will be stopping by. This time, along with the Express, a delegate from the Xianzhou Alliance has also arrived. Don't be surprised if you happen to run into them.
A Xianzhou envoy?
That's right. A big shot from the Yuchui. Since you've just arrived, I won't keep you any longer. I've arranged for staff to wait for you at the platform. Feel free to ask them for anything you need. All of this is a token of appreciation from the Strategic Investment Department to our friends. We hope you'll enjoy yourselves to the fullest.
Madame Pearl's style is different from Aventurine's, but her methods are cut from the same cloth.
This could go on forever. They're really pulling out all the stops to form this anti-destruction alliance. Looks like we need to pay them a visit. Whether to understand the CEO's intentions, or to firmly reject their proposal. At least in my homeland, we have more room to maneuver. Welt, care to join me? As for everyone else, you're free to do as you please. My suggestion is, why not take a look around and get to know this world better?
In that case, Sunday and I will go gather some intel about the Xianzhou envoy.
Huh? Why you two?
I asked Don Hung to bring me along. I can't appear in public given my identity, but I have a feeling that the Express might need to make some tough decisions in these complicated circumstances. Understanding the Xianzhou Alliance's stance might help us on our journey.
Hey, you had the toughest time in Amphorius. Since we're splitting up, why not make your mission take a break with March? I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I'm counting on you. Same goes for you, March.
Ah, now we'll look like two immature kids just loafing around. Pretty proud of yourself, huh?
Don't worry, you two. Just make sure to come see me in the parlor car before you leave. I have a favor to ask of you both.
I've made contact with the Xianzhou delegation. Sunday, let's head out.
If there is any etiquette I need to follow when meeting Xianzhou people, please let me know in advance.
March, you're here.
So, what kind of mission do you have for us?
It's a long story, but what if I told you there was a game being played in a corner of the cosmos? And the winner might become an Eon. Would that pique your interest? You two saw that special moon in the sky, didn't you? That's a piece of artwork. Here, a ceremony called the Phantasy Moon Games is held every full moon. And that's what I was talking about. The game where the winner becomes an Eon.
Pearl mentioned that name too. Just what kind of ceremony could be so mystical?
Historically, the origin of the Phantasy Moon Games is tied to a group of mourning actors. Legend has it that they offered heartfelt stories to the moon, hoping for a chance to have an audience with an Eon. Not really. As far as I know, many factions have their own ways of gaining an audience with them. Like the IPC's tourist package, one-day glory tour of the Amber Lord. Pay 1.8 billion credits and you can get a close-up view of Klapoth from an orbital ship at Pier Point. But the Phantasy Moon Games are different. They're one of the few well-documented ways where you can actually see an Eon and receive their response. Aha, the Elation. Legend has it that they personally started the Phantasy Moon Games, though their motives remain a subject of much speculation. Aha is also one of the Eons closest to humans. They have left behind countless pranks, with this miracle of Aha-topia being one of them. According to historical records, when a supplicant rises above the rest, the elation will manifest, listen to the victor's wishes, and share their authority for 1 minute. Considering this Eon once injected all their power into a noblesse worm, it's not surprising they would do something like this.
What does it mean to become an Eon for a minute?
Among past winners, some sought ultimate power, some yearned to erase their past regrets, and someone even stored this planet within a scroll painting. But how their wishes were granted and what became of them, only rumors remain, and no one knows the truth. The first signs of the war among the Eons are beginning to show. I believe this is why the IPC has been positioning itself here for years. When I saw the Phantos Moon at its fullest, I became even more certain. This ceremony to commune with the Eon, whether genuine or not, could be the turning point that determines the destiny of the cosmos. With all eyes on these games, the IPC won't be the only ones with ulterior motives. The road ahead will likely be fraught with hidden dangers. But what's important is that you make your own decisions, such as whether you'll take part in these grand games, and if so, how. I have only one mission for you both. Explore and understand this world in your own way, as the place where the Trailblaze began anew, and my homeland. You might hear completely different versions of what I just said from others. Trust what you see with your own eyes, and believe in what you choose to believe.
Me too. I won't let him walk ahead alone.
I see you already have your own thoughts on this. In that case, everyone's got a mission to take care of now. Welt and I are going to meet Pearl. We'll see what kind of surprise she has in store for us. Ready to head out? Have fun out there. Isn't Miss Pearl, who we're going to meet, an Intellitron herself?
Now this is what I call a grand welcome. Let's get off the train. Oh, right. After a few trailblazing expeditions, I've totally figured it out. The first person we meet at every stop is somehow involved in some earth-shattering secret. So when the door opens, keep your eyes peeled.
Passengers exiting, please use your tickets to pass through the gates in an orderly manner. Please be mindful of your person.
In the name of erudition, traverse the cosmos. We meet again, deliverer from beyond the sky. I am not the Theoros you know, but the masked fool, Xandar II Kuwabara. This time, I choose to walk the path of elation, and I shall defeat Noose with my sense of humor. After all, I did say before.
My latest dream is to join the Genius Society and play the role of a genius. Hey there, gray hair and darling March.
Sparkle? Ah, it was you all along?
Surprised? Well, this time I'm here as Plain Arcadia's cultural advisor, specially appointed to be the tour director for the Express crew. talking about? This is the world of elation. Fools are everywhere. Don't even think about doing business here without us. I know we had some minor entanglements in Panaco, but you all had fun there, didn't you? Now, the Astral Express has become quite the hero. Her Excellency, the CEO, wanted to find someone who got along with you to show you around this place. So I took on that job.
What kind of misunderstanding does she have about the phrase got along?
Time's ticking away. Thankfully, there's no bomb here. So are you coming with me or what?
Fine. But from now on, no more pretending to be someone else.
Lame. Anyway, shall we get going?
Whoa!
But pretty please.
Is this a train? Looking sharp.
Thanks for the compliment.
Ugh! The train just spoke.
Before us stands not just a train, but a strangeling.
The term strangeling is so outdated. Look, times have changed, dear guests. Please refer to the Fake-Eye Protection Act. We prefer to be called imaginary.
So by the book, you really love those fancy scientific names from the IPC textbooks, huh? Fine, have it your way. This here is a species unique to plain Arcadia. An imaginary, or a being born from painting. Once upon a time, the artists here discovered that by sketching creatures from their imagination and giving them names, they could bring their creations into reality. This belief in things yet to exist is called wish power, and it sustains the existence of Imaginary. If you ask me, this power must be a blessing from the laughter. Oops, got sidetracked. This here is the Bullet Worm Express, an Imaginary in charge of transportation. You could say they're in the same line of work as you folks.
Oh, so you two must be the Nameless from the Astral Express. The passengers in my stomach are always gossiping about you. When you get a chance, hop aboard and give me a try. Let's see who's faster, me or the Astral Express.
Thanks. We'll definitely do that when we get the chance. But, man, who would have thought that the Express here is actually a living being? An Imaginary. That's absolutely mind-blowing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Duo Mention City.
Holy smokes, there are cops at the station? Sparkle, don't tell me you're about to get arrested on the spot.
Having heard about the Astral Express's visit, many citizens got up early just to catch a glimpse of the Nameless. If anyone acts out of line, please don't hesitate to call us.
Oh, gray hair and darling March. You're real celebrities now. Next up, I'm gonna show you even more mind-blowing stuff, so try not to faint.
Holy cow, it's packed in here. What do we have here?
Don't worry, just some local specialties.
pink-haired girl? She's got this adorable little bunny vibe going on. Is she the inspiration for March Bunny? And that guy with the gray hair next to her is so dashing! He must be the baseball raccoon.
But he doesn't look anything like a raccoon.
Drill this into your head, huh? It's the Galactic Baseballer, not some baseball raccoon.
And what's this March Bunny thing about?
He spoke to us! By the laughter, this is the most amazing moment of my life!
Wait, over here! Mr. Raccoon! Grab your autograph, please! I love your work! Please, over here!
Everyone, please maintain order!
The people here are way too passionate. I've never experienced anything like this before. So, this is what having rabid fans feels like?
Feels intoxicating to be the center of attention, doesn't it? Just don't get too caught up in it. You might not find your way out. Excuse me, bosses! Stop getting caught up in fan interactions. Today's schedule is really packed. Hey, you up there, Mr. Noodle-looking cat! Could you tell me how to get these two out of here?
Excuse me, that's quite hurtful. I am Station Master Meowton, responsible for overseeing Perdido Station.
Whoa, cats really are liquid. Wait a sec. This kitty is the station master? This world is so weird.
The station's completely surrounded. If any of our esteemed guests gets so much as a scratch or loses a few strands of hair to these rabid fans today, my measly pension will go right down the drain. So I've prepared the staff passage for our Astral Express VIPs. Please hurry and exit the station that way. Perdido Station!
Please,
Passengers
stay calm.
exiting, please use your tickets to pass through the gates in an orderly manner. Please be mindful of your personal belongings. Thank you.
Staff passage?
To be precise, it's the Imagine Staff Passage. A long time ago, all of this Arcadia was sealed inside a scroll painting. For people inside the painting, they just entered another dimension. It was completely safe. That's because someone brought everything back to reality. Care to guess why the IPC is here? This nation that was once lost in a painting was salvaged by the IPC. That's right. It's Plain Arcadia's must-see attraction, the portal entrance known as the Interplanar Jump. Though civilization has moved beyond the canvas, the world within the painting wasn't abandoned. Instead, it became part of life for both humans and strangelings. Come on, you two. Follow my lead and let's dive into the... Interplanar!
How did I... turn into Pom Pom?
Oh, wait. On closer inspection, You don't look exactly like Pom Pom. Maybe this is what the Trailblaze looks like to the people here. Listen, the music changed. I thought I was about to go to heaven. All these imaginae? That's right. This is plain Arcadia, a world where strangelings roam freely, and a paradise woven from elation and wild imagination. That huge creature perched on the tower is staring right at us. It's giving me the creeps. Oh, it doesn't usually eat people. Unless it spots pink hair. Ah, what's the matter with you? Jumping around and scaring people. That big fella is called a thunder coil. Don't worry. To him, we're just tiny ants on the ground. Not even enough to get stuck between his teeth. Thunder coil? With a name like that, shouldn't he be flying around making thunder and rain? Why is he just wrapped around that pillar without moving an inch? Times have changed. The IPC issued a decree requiring imaginae to integrate into civilized society. Legally, they have the same rights as humans, which means they have to work too. What? Strangelings have to work too? That's life under IPC management. Who dare deny an imaginae their right to work? Now, the Thunder Coil amplifies TV tower signals,
ensuring users worldwide can watch the station's broadcasts without interruption. Boring live streams, lame prank shows, and... Oh, there's the big news about the Express arriving!
Look! What's up with that billboard? What do you mean by looks like? That is you!
Huh. The IPC is really pulling out all the stops to hype you guys up. Don't mind me saying this, but for every penny the IPC spends on you, they expect a return in the hundreds or thousands. You'd better watch your back.
That's one of those giant robots Mr. Yang loves! What is that? A decapitated Intellatron?
This is a new life form that was born after the last Phantom Moon Games. An Imagine called a Mechatron, created by the IPC. Technically speaking, it was drawn by IPC machines. Even though in plain Arcadia, the creation of Imagine has always been the artist's responsibility. For the IPC, well, they always want to improve everything with their industrial mindset.
This thing is also an Imagine? Doesn't look that different from a mech to me.
Young lady, I must correct your cognitive bias. We are absolutely not the same as mechs.
The Mechatron spoke!
Our creation isn't as complicated as mechs, and we're not as fragile as Intellitrons when we're born. That's because we don't need to install an Intellatron's logic center, nor do we require a mech's power reactor. Pour materials into the mold channels, die-cast the parts, assemble them together. And just like that, we Mechatron are complete. We can fly, run, and jump, second to none among technological marvels.
I get it. So you move with wish power, I suppose.
Oh, seems someone knows their stuff.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago. Wish power reaches its peak during the full moon, and so Imagine take this chance to multiply and thrive. Just like they say in documentaries, when spring arrives and nature awakens, it's mating season for the strangelings again. The novelty's probably worn off by now. Let's keep moving.
Is that a dessert shop run by cats?
Dreamless Coffee is a chain store owned by Cat Imagine. The coffee and desserts here are absolutely delicious.
Comparing it to Himeko's handcrafted liquid bombs would be a bit unfair to this place.
Let me have a taste.
Are you two travelers from outer space? Welcome to Plain Arcadia. How's the situation in the cosmos these days? Oh my! If it isn't the heroes of the Astral Express! What an honor to meet you both. As Nameless, you must go on life and death adventures all the time, right? Would you like to keep smiling happily forever, no matter what adversity comes your way?
Happy forever? Is that even possible?
A masked fool? Ha! Of course not! The fools only seek their own happiness, while we want to make everyone happy.
Make everyone happy? That's the funniest joke I've ever heard. The only person with a sense of humor is probably that big shot from Panaconi.
If you're interested in learning more, I'll be around here. Feel free to come find me anytime.
Here, point coffee.
A will of metal and stone.
A day of peaceful... I commend.
Sir.
I'm from the Research Society of Happy Smiles. As everyone knows, this place is blessed by the laughter, making it a peaceful paradise. However, even while living a peaceful life, our existence remains entangled in countless worries and suffering. Crushing workloads, measly pay, demanding bosses. Turn on the TV, and all the bad news from across the cosmos hits you in the face. These are all enemies of happiness. Just like how the Astral Express defeated the Lord Ravager, we, the founders of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, have received divine revelation from the laughter and vow to help the residents of Plain Arcadia defeat these enemies of happiness and bring joy to everyone.
Every fool in the tavern says stuff like this when they get drunk. Listen, the laughter is talking to me.
Hey, you two, interested in joining us? It would be such an honor for all our members if you could become part of our society.
Oh, gray hair March. Don't tell me you two are buying into her nonsense. This lady seems a bit off her rocker. Let's get out of here quick.
Oh, is that so? That's a shame. But don't worry. Opportunities for happiness will always be waiting for you. I hope we can have another heart-to-heart someday, so that you both can be guided to a life filled with eternal happy smiles.
And new extra strong Pure Point coffee. Have a taste.
Oh, there's something on the traffic light. I've been wondering about this since we were at the station. These colorful little dumplings seem to be all over the streets here.
Ah, you must be tourists? Don't panic. Those are just little things we call wispy. The tiny wishes that humans make every moment of the day can condense into wispy. Some say these little creatures are proto-imaginae. They just never had anyone to give them forms, so they appear in the world in the simplest, most natural state.
They do look pretty adorable. Like little wiggly blobs of jelly. Probably shouldn't ask this, but can we eat them?
They may be mischievous, but please don't hurt them.
Ugh, eating random things off the street will give you an upset stomach.
This is so pretty, fam!
A delightful surprise.
When the express passed through the skies, I saw it. That's the Phantom Moon, right?
Legend has it the Laughter themselves painted it. But who knows what's true and what's not?
So, does Aha really watch over those who attend the Phantom Moon games through this moon?
Well, well. Didn't expect darling March and little gray hair to be interested in this Eonic game, too. Gray hair, you've come to the right person. Who could understand the elation better than masked fools? So, what aspect of the Phantom Moon games would you like to know about? You must have heard the legend of the 8 morning actors who offered their stories to the moon in order to try to move Aha. The masks that were worn by these 8 people are the tickets to joining the games. Under the full Phantom Moon, choose one of the masks and become a supplicant. Then you can compete with the other 7 for the chance to meet the Eon.
Looks like we'll need to get a mask first if we want to join the games.
In modern terms, it's all about getting views and clicks.
Views and clicks? Are you kidding me? They didn't have that kind of stuff in, mythological times.
That's how the legend goes. The morning actors offered up their stories, but the Laughter didn't even spare them a glance. And so, to catch the Eon's eye, the Phantom Moon games ended up leaving behind incredible feats each time. From forging swords that could cleave mountains in half, to transforming snowy peaks into floating jellies of sugary frost. It's still the same today. The supplicants must give it their all to capture the attention of the people of this Arcadia and accumulate wish power. And the Laughter will only reward the most thrilling miracles. Oh? Don't tell me our little drama in Penacony wasn't entertaining enough for you. Gray hair, let's drop it this time. I've been dealing with some minor issues lately.
Oh, what kind of issues could possibly be bothering you? Don't tell me you're cooking up another crazy scheme.
I'll keep you in suspense for now. So, where do you want to hang out next? Let's head this way. We can turn into the food street. They've got all sorts of goodies there. Hey, gray hair, where are you running off to? The food street's right ahead. Click, click.
Huh?
I felt like someone was sneakily following us around for a while now. Looks like it wasn't my imagination.
What's this little thing's deal, huh? It's kinda dressed like you, isn't it?
Not surprising at all. The Astral Express is quite the celebrity these days, turning heads wherever they go. There's always someone keeping a close eye on your every move.
Click, 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 click! Holy for Bowley! For Bobo Weekly exclusive scoop! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express caught in secret rendezvous with streamer Sparksy, seemingly to join forces for the Phantom Moon Games.
Famous raccoon? Secret rendezvous with Sparksy? What is he talking about?
Some tabloid journalist trying to stir up a juicy scandal, huh? They might both use cameras. But our darling March is way cuter than this paparazzi creep.
Hey, I can speak for myself.
Click, 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 click! Breaking news from Furbobo! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express openly claims Furbos can't be journalists, suspected of human supremacist ideology.
Hey, don't write nonsense in your report. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and catch that thing.
Can't catch me! Boom, 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 boom! I'm out of here!
So, are we gonna kill the Furbo to silence it?
We would never do something so violent.
A delightful surprise.
Unlimited
That little fella. And transform into different things. Let's look around.
I never managed to beat the Q8 at this store when I was Jump Alley. This is everybody. Welcome. Come on in and take a look at
My butt! Holy for Bowley! Finally, gotcha! In your dreams! Boom, 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 boom! Out of here!
Let's have a game of Comic-Con Collective.
Finally cornered this troublemaker.
Delete those sneaky photos and don't you dare write any of your made-up stories, or I'm gonna show you what's what.
No escape now. I, for Bullitzer, may just be a humble tabloid journalist, but I'll never bow down to evil forces when it comes to defending freedom of the press. I'm on fire!
Whoa, why did this guy suddenly get into a combat stance? Here we go. Now be a good boy and stay down.
Back and rise!
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Here is thunder!
Done.
Show no mercy.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
some nerve, sneaking photos of Miss Sparkle and the Astral Express.
I mistook you for someone else. I thought you were that famous streamer. As for the Express's Great Raccoon, we're all huge fans of the Great Raccoon. You see, I've even styled my whole outfit after your look.
Now, let's talk about compensation. Adding up emotional distress, lost wages, nutrition fees, and whatnot. 1 million credits per person should do it.
1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on everyone's wages for months. The money to risk their neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express. Right now, I've got no money, and well, no life left to lose either.
Is this Nihilux you mentioned the president of your magazine publisher?
I have no idea. President Nihilux specifically warned us that if we got into trouble outside, we absolutely mustn't mention her name.
And here you are spilling all the beans on her.
Since I offended the Great Raccoon of the Express, I suppose we could settle this with some compensation.
Huh? Didn't you just say you had no money? What's with the sudden change of heart? This seems fishy.
My pockets are truly empty. However, regarding compensation, I implore the Great Raccoon to visit our Furbobo Weekly magazine office. Here's my business card right here. It has the magazine's address and contact details. Rest assured, President Nihilux will definitely present compensation that'll satisfy the Great Raccoon. Please, please make sure to come claim your compensation.
Darn it! It got away again. Make sure to come claim your compensation? I wonder if I can trust that Furbo's words.
Money can't buy entertainment this good. Since that scheming little Furbo's extended an invitation, might as well go check it out. Right now in plain Arcadia, there are eyes following you everywhere, just like that Furbo.
So, Sparkle, what's your angle in keeping tabs on us?
My darling March, you still doubt me. What about you, gray hair? Has all basic trust between people disappeared? Oh, I'm hurt to my core. What you should be worried about right now isn't me or that tabloid journalist from earlier. Has the renowned Astral Express come to plain Arcadia as tourists on vacation? Or are you here for the Eon's game, eager to share their authority? For the local residents, you're already in the spotlight without doing anything. If you decide to join this game, you'd better stay on your toes. There are quite a few people looking to join the Phantasmoon Games and become a supplicant. In their eyes, the Astral Express is the perfect prey. Among the folks I know, there's one who might become your enemy. She's about to put on quite a show at the plaza up ahead. Wanna go check it out together?
A delightful surprise.
These little Wispy are quite mischievous.
As lively as our darling March.
Hey, I'm being super well behaved here.
Just some unclaimed wish power fragments. Pick them up when you find them.
Anyone with a high-level Cosmicon collector?
The Elation is naturally the most venerated deity here. However, people have their own different ways of practicing Elation. You've noticed those massive @signs floating over there, haven't you? The IPC has built a comprehensive network in plain Arcadia, letting people soak up entertainment around the clock. Word from the tavern is that the IPC wants to control this year's Phantasmoon Games. Though, they've been itching to do that for 15 years already. To us fools, those IPC folks are like a swarm of buzzing worker bees, tirelessly building their dull, mechanical business hives everywhere. The worst part is, these folks actually enjoy it. Their Elation is mind-numbingly boring. And even worse, this dull Elation has spread like a plague to every corner of plain Arcadia. Come on in and feel it for yourself.
A day of peaceful...
A will of metal...
This plaza doesn't design very well. If I were the designer, I could definitely do better.
Big City is so...
Plain Arcadia has enough entertainment to keep you busy until doomsday without repeating anything. But you know what's missing here? Real fun! What's the difference between being glued to the internet all day and being stuck in a dream? The Phantasmoon Games must not fall into the IPC's hands and be reduced to a business deal decided by internal bidding. It must not become just another bargaining chip in the power struggle between cosmic forces. Even I get tired of forcing myself to find dumb ways to have fun. This is a rare opportunity. So let me show you what Miss Sparkle looks like when she gets serious. I witnessed the potential of the Trailblaze in Penacony. The sparks that fly when paths collide. It's absolutely mesmerizing. In plain Arcadia, what surprises will you bring for the Elation? And there's also the preservation, the hunt. Don't you think that on the eve of the Phantasmoon Games, plain Arcadia looks just like a card game among eons? If that's the case. Friends, have you ever heard of Cosmicon Collective? What's that? It's the hottest trading card game in the world right now. Tons of people are playing it at the tavern, too. The cards feature legendary figures from across the universe, along with their power levels. Just roll the dice and compare numbers to see who's stronger and who's weaker. Why don't you take a guess? Gray hair, care to play cards with me? Think of it as a rehearsal for the Phantasmoon Games, right here, at this tiny card table. If you beat me, I'll tell you the enemy's name. Maybe we can team up and take her on. As expected of you, gray hair, starting off with a bang. Since you won, this card is yours. If you want more cards, go chat with the card masters at the plaza. A streamer who's about to go live at the plaza. She calls herself Sparksy. That's right. She's your enemy. This streamer, just like you, has been seeking a chance to join the Phantom Moon Games. It won't be long before she shows up at the plaza.
That little trouble you've gotten yourself into. It's her, isn't it?
Darling Marge, I just can't escape your sixth sense, huh? She's our common enemy. If you need my help...
Oh, there she is! That woman who stuffed me in the trash can! Ah, she's right there! Get her!
Everything we leave behind in life has a way of coming back to us in unexpected ways. Now that the IPC guide is here, the tavern guide will be on her way.
So, you really weren't sent by the IPC to welcome us?
Quality time together is always so short. Before I take my leave, allow me to give you a friendly hint. Remember this well. For all supplicants who join the Phantom Moon Games, whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantom Moon.
Is this some kind of riddle?
Remember this little riddle? You might need it when we meet again.
Finally! Found you guys.
You wouldn't happen to be the guide the IPC assigned to us, would you, Mr. Scott?
That's exactly right. We meet again, bosses. After the Holy Grail War back in Penacony, Mr. Aventurine graciously offered me a chance to turn over a new leaf by working for the Strategic Investment Department. And as it happens, Madame Pearl wanted to find someone who got along with the Express crew to be a guide. So I was assigned this important task. But just before I came to start my job today, someone suddenly knocked me out cold. And when I woke up, I found myself stuffed in a trash can. That's right. It was that woman who kidnapped you just now. When I catch her, I'll make her pay until she's completely broke.
Sparkle is way more lovable than this one here.
I knew it! You don't want to see my despicable face! I, Scott, totally understand your frustration. As long as you're safe and sound, that's all I care about. So, dear bosses, would you like to grab a bite to eat, keep playing around here, or perhaps enjoy my latest animal impersonation act, huh?
Mr. Scott's dedication to his work is so intense. It's almost painful to watch.
Enemy? Not on my watch.
Anyone who wants to harm my esteemed bosses will have to first step over my dead body. Oh, that's not really appropriate, is it? Not that I'm refusing your request. I can play too. I mean, I'm quite a card player myself. But I'm on duty right now, and I was assigned to be your guide, not your card buddy. I need to take my work seriously. Can't be splitting my attention like that. Now, you see that card player over there? You can go chat with him instead. Since it's your order, I'll humbly obey. But hey, don't go tattling later, saying I'm slacking off on my duties. As expected of the Nameless, our great hero. Your card skills are truly remarkable. Boss, am I giving you the good vibes you need? Don't forget to put in a good word for me when you get back. Oh, right. There are other players around this plaza. If you're still up for more, feel free to chat with them.
Hello, how can I help you? Huh?
This one's just passing through. Buddy, you've got the wrong person. If you want to play cards, I'm your guy. Hit me up anytime you're in the mood for a game. Or, trade some cards.
Hey there, buddy. You getting the hang of traversing the world in canvas yet? Need some practice? You can always try your luck with me.
I watch Sparksicle's live streams every day. She truly loves me. Don't you get it? I only feel like I'm loved when I watch her streams.
Wake up! Sparksy loves all of us, not just you alone.
Huh? It's exactly because of people like you always going on about how Sparksicle loves everyone that she has to hide herself away and barely ever appears in public. If I married Sparksicle, I would protect her properly. Then she wouldn't need to be so strict about her personal information anymore.
You're exactly the kind of person she's trying to protect herself from.
These people don't look like they're up for a normal conversation. Let's keep our distance. Excuse me. What's everyone waiting around here for?
We're waiting for Miss Sparksy's live stream, of course. Don't tell me you guys don't know who Miss Sparksy is. I know you. You're that, the one from the news. Right, the famous of the Cosmic Express.
It's the Nameless of the Astral Express.
Forget about that. Let me introduce you to the great Miss Sparksy. She's just so adorable. She's the most versatile streamer ever, mastering all sorts of talents. Her wit in every single word she says echoes in my dreams. It's simply impossible to sum up such a perfect being in just a few sentences.
We finally met someone who doesn't care about the Express. And for some reason, it actually makes me feel a bit more relaxed. From just now mentioned that name too. What's her relationship with Sparkle?
Oh! There's someone who doesn't know the great Lady Sparksy? I smell a new fan in the making!
Would you mind introducing this Miss Sparksy to us?
I am so glad I get to introduce Lady Sparksy to those who don't know her. She's the cutest live streamer in plain Arcadia and our savior. The first thing I do after work every day is wait for her live stream. She's about to start streaming right here in this plaza. Stay with us and we can all enjoy her performance together.
We can hear you, Sparksicle!
Has everyone been working hard today? Did everyone eat properly?
A full belly makes a happy heart! Let's watch Sparksicle till it gets dark!
Has everyone been treating me with lots of love today?
Forever devoted to Lady Sparksy! If ever not, may lightning strike me!
Something's off. Why do I sense my old model's aura on some people in the audience today?
Oh boy. She must be talking about us.
Let's see. Which naughty ones went to meet someone they shouldn't have?
Sparksicle! Sparksicle! Sparksicle!
Isn't this the gray hair my old model always talks about? Teaming up ready to deal with me? What a jerk! Her favorite toy is mine now!
Let Sparksicle give you a proper makeover.
My outfit changed?
you the enemy that Sparkle mentioned? What exactly is your relationship with Sparkle?
Did that useless old model send you to save her? Or is she hoping that you join the Phantasm Moon Games? Not bad. So my little pets managed to escape from their electronic cage. Looks like I'll have to use the power of love to catch you and bring you back. My dear, lovely fans, those two bullies want to hurt me. Please, everyone, protect your beloved Sparksicle, won't you?
Get those baddies! Get those baddies! Get those baddies!
Hey! We mean no harm. Can't we just talk this out? No harm. Talk this out. Isn't that exactly what the IPC loved to say when they took over Plain Arcadia? You're all cut from the same cloth. You want to control the game that the laughter left for this world, just like the IPC, don't you? The ceremony left by the Master of Elation must not be defiled by the likes of you and turned into some boring, pathetic, dull, tedious, profit-driven social mixer. You've got us all wrong! Bringing the fun back to the Phantasm Moon Games, that's the masked fool's unequivocal duty. My dearest, cutest fans, let's get this party started!
In the name of Sparksicle, we hereby declare you are guilty! Arrest them immediately! Arrest them immediately! Arrest! Arrest!
Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless!
Do your thing, Sparksicle! We'll crush all the haters for you!
Oh, darn it! Stand down! Everyone, don't move a muscle. Imagine you're under arrest for breaking the law. Passengers of the Astral Express, I'm an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense. Don't worry, she won't be able to harm you as long as I'm here.
You meddlesome fool! Officials have no right to interfere with the supplicant's actions during the Phantasm Moon Games, do they?
Only those who possess a mask can be called supplicants. You're just one of thousands of troublemakers in this land who claim to be joining the Phantasm Moon Games while actually causing chaos. Plain Arcadia is a society governed by law. Any act that violates the law, even if done in the name of the Phantasm Moon Games, will be severely punished by the Department of Aberration Defense.
Severely punished? You're just a lapdog of the IPC, yet you're still so full of pride. That's very funny. That's exactly what I'm saying. Plain Arcadia under the IPC's rule is boring as hell. Even the Phantasm Moon Games have turned into some kiddie playdate for all the goody two-shoes. Nameless, you're free to go for now. but I'll be keeping my eyes on you. Next time we meet, I'll turn you into devoted fans. I'll make you mine.
Escaped, huh? Excuse me. I'd like to have a word with you two. Thank goodness we made it in time. Otherwise, things could have turned out pretty badly.
Don't worry. March and I don't get hurt that easily.
By saying things could have turned out pretty badly, I meant you and Miss March knocking out all of her fans. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Kuchiba, an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense.
We don't need to introduce ourselves, do we? Miss Kuchiba, you probably know who we are.
Of course. The newspapers, TV channels, they've all been reporting on you nonstop. Police dog? Ah, you mean those Wufei. They're legitimate law enforcement officers, and some of them have even more experience than I do. However, as a staff member of the Department of Aberration Defense, I have some special privileges that allow me to request their assistance. As you both know, Plain Arcadia is quite a fascinating world. Creatures made real by artists' brushstrokes, objects that unexpectedly come to life, strange dimensions hidden within paintings, and even the ground beneath our feet that occasionally trembles. This is what the Department of Aberration Defense exists for. Everything from managing supernatural anomalies to registering Imaginae and ensuring their continued existence. And of course, there's the Phantasmoon games that Sparksy just mentioned.
If I'm not mistaken, was it Mr. Scott who sent you here?
So that's the name of that high and mighty IPC specialist. This Mr. Scott believed he wasn't dealing with ordinary criminals, but with masked fools, which required decisive action. So, a phone call was immediately made to the Department of Aberration Defense.
Well, it's not surprising. But what do we do now? Our guide ran off, and we got into a fight with Sparksy's fans. I guess our shopping plans for today are down the drain. Should we give Himeko a call and fill her in on what's going on? I guess you're right.
No need to rush, you two. I bet you haven't tried the local delicacies yet, have you? How about this? I'll take you both to grab a bite nearby. That way, you can kill some time while waiting for your friend.
Yay! My stomach's been growling like crazy!
Color reproduction, 96.2%. Brushstroke reproduction, 93.6%. Conclusion. On the physical level, my reproduction has reached the appraisal threshold. This forgery can now be considered the authentic piece.
Yet you still seem dissatisfied. Tell me, what troubles you? Is it that less than 4% margin of error? Or something beyond the numbers?
I'm grappling with a quality that defies measurement. Artistry. It is the prerequisite for becoming the steward of this Arcadia.
But you already are its steward. Diamond will remember that you only took 6 months to claim that title.
It was 5 months and 15 days. Empty titles mean nothing. In plain Arcadia, political influence carries limited weight. To add a stroke to this artwork, one must first understand art.
I know you. This is the conclusion, not the cause. The piece before you, Worldbreaker Waves, is a relic from one of the civilizations in Ahatopia's history. The final work left behind by Graphia, the ancestral painter of ancient Benzai Tengoku. Legend says she performed a miracle, conjuring an entire plane of existence and sealing the whole world within her scroll. Do you want to know how she did it?
I will not deny it. People call her achievements a miracle, meaning its true nature remains unknown. In other words, it is an unexplored market. Understanding comes first, then investment. That is the natural order.
Perhaps this is why Diamond chose you. An Intellitron devoted to results and efficiency. Cast into a realm sustained by imagination. The 10 Stonehearts await a metamorphosis. May you find your own pearl in the strange and dazzling sea.
Thank you, but my mission is to oversee the progress of the Phantasmoon Games. Personal growth is not part of the task. Jade, allow me to point this out. The 10 Stonehearts are 10 independent decision-makers. Your attempts to bind people together will only prove counterproductive and bring needless loss. As always, I follow the optimal choice. Neutrality. That is also my answer to Obsidian.
A flawless reply. Your cool logic is always captivating.
Lady Pearl, that Express Navigator has come to see you.
It seems we no longer have the leisure to speak of art.
This is all I have to say. Tell Diamond, I will fulfill my duty of strategic investment. Send the guests in.
Both of you, please, come in. Forgive the sudden visit, and thank you for receiving us.
It is not sudden. In my deductions, a visit from the Express crew was an optimal choice for achieving effective communication. I am glad. Everything is proceeding smoothly.
To skip the formalities would be best. I imagine that, at your core, you're already well aware of our purposes.
I know that you have come for the Anti-Destruction Alliance. The probability of refusing the proposal stands at 91.2%. Can you tell me why? That is a reasonable concern. Allow me to present data that is often overlooked. In the past 2 eras, 1,263 planets have joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System, and 63% of them have preserved their native civilizations. This is the result of the Strategic Investment Department's work. Plain Arcadia is one such world. On this land, the preservation and the elation coexist in harmony.
That remains open to debate.
I recognize that throughout this war against the destruction, Every participant may experience moments of doubt or retreat, but based on extrapolations, we believe by following the route of the Trailblaze and building upon the framework of the preservation, we shall gather the manpower of the harmony, the computational strength of the erudition, and the military might of the hunt. The threat of the destruction will ultimately be eliminated. Hesitation breeds instability, and instability makes us vulnerable. And our enemies will exploit every crack to break us apart.
Your point is valid, but allow me to note one error. That number, 91.2%, is inaccurate.
Then, is the probability of rejection 100% in your eyes?
No, it is 0%. Interestingly, the difference between 0 and 1 is also only a matter of perspective. We did not come to refuse the notion. On the contrary, the Astral Express seeks to work with you.
This outcome exceeds my extrapolations. Tell me, was it a change in your emotion that led you both to shift your decision?
No. Actually, your earlier perspective inspired me. The IPC deals with powers that command billions of lives in this cosmic game of cards. The Express had always been insignificant compared to them. We've simply been earnestly trailblazing and exploring all this time, trying to help worlds in crisis. Now it is this earnestness that has drawn many to journey with the Express, while the Nameless's simplicity assures our friends that they will not be consumed and lose their sense of self. That is why we came to you, Miss Pearl. Please set aside your role as one of the 10 Stonehearts and imagine this possibility. To fight against the destruction, there is no need for an alliance. What we need is to stand by each other. The IPC may not stand as an ally of the Express, nor might the Strategic Investment Department. But you can. Work with the Harmony, calculate alongside the erudition, help aim the arrows of the hunt, and build the steadfast shield of the preservation.
Then, what part does the Trailblaze wish to play in all this?
We shall become the sail.
The ship's sail? That sounds no different from my former proposal. Interesting. Logic reminds me that those words you spoke are little more than rhetoric. However, I will follow the optimal decision. Neutrality.
You mentioned that the IPC has never changed plain Arcadia, and it still follows the path of elation. But in my eyes, plain Arcadia has not been altered because it still has value. Just like the Astral Express. The IPC intends to use the Phantasmoon games to reach out to an Eon and draw them in. Am I right?
That involves classified information. I have no comments. However, since Miss Himiko is open to cooperation, I can share more within reasonable limits. This way, guests.
A place in the world in canvas. called the Phantom Moon Courtyard.
This ancient tree has stood for 1,000 years, blooming only on the eve of the games. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantom Moon Games ceremony. 8 masks, 8 supplicants. When people don the ancient masks in the near future, the altar will also reveal the masks' forms. Then, the games shall begin. I've been told, Miss Himiko, that Graphia's blood courses through your veins. The messenger of the hunt is here as well at this moment. This ceremony, to compete for the elation, is but a reflection of cosmic politics. In that case, why not use the result of the Phantom Moon Games to decide whether the Express will become a sail or a banner?
We'll consider your proposal. However, to take part in the games, one must have a mask of elation. I assume the IPC has prepared for that.
As of now, the number of masks I possess is 3. With more time, I could obtain even more. In all of history, no one has conceived of a unified command of all supplicants and masks, let alone accomplished that feat. But this time, the IPC intends to regulate the games with our resources and influence.
It is not unusual for visitors from beyond the sky to join the Phantom Moon Games, but the IPC actually seeks to control the entire thing? The Eon of Elation is famed for unpredictability. Miss Pearl, you must take care. This is a word of caution.
It is precisely because Aha is so mercurial that such an elated attempt has a chance to succeed.
Pardon the interruption, Madam Pearl.
The guide you dispatched has sent word. The masked fools have stirred up trouble, attacking him and the express guests. They were separated in the chaos.
That is not surprising. Those masked fools have long kept the IPC in their sights. It seems the Phantom Moon Games have begun, regardless of the Express's choice.
I'll get in touch with those 2 kids. Miss Pearl, Welt and I must take our leave now, for the sake of security.
Are you both leaving already? I had another plan in mind. To speak with Miss Himiko about the art history of ancient Benzai Tengoku. especially your ancestors' final work, World Breaker Waves, and her unparalleled mastery of imagenesis art.
I'm counting on you, Welt.
Mr. Yang, please accept this gift before you leave. You misunderstand. To offer the Nameless something so mundane would be far too discourteous. Please, open this case first, and see for yourself. I am aware. Mr. Yang has an expert understanding of robotics. I chose this gift especially for you, and I hope it pleases you.
Graphia Academy? What kind of place is that?
It is a school that trains artists, and it's quite well known in this world.
We need to wait for someone there? Do you know the way, Miss Kuchiba?
Allow me to guide you both and ensure your safety along the way.
I want to eat sweet bin waffles!